Hi guys, Bobby and Vinny here for Peak Performance Academy, and today's Coach's Corner. Everybody wants to eat, but very few are willing to hunt.
So we're just following on a bit from last week's video, lads, and we're just going to talk about kind of the mindset behind people and the goals they're picking and the fitness journeys and fitness adventures that they're doing and why they're doing them and why most people don't end up succeeding in these goals.
Yeah, so like when you look at the quotation, we'll say everybody wants to eat. So the analogy there is that everybody has a goal, everybody wants something. They might look to an outside influence like maybe social media or a friend, or they might go to the gym and look at somebody in the gym and they aspire to be like them. So that's where this first part of our equation comes in. But then we have to look at why are they not achieving something. Last week's video was only about the opinions of others, that doesn't really matter at all. But today we have to look at the person themselves, and are they truly willing to hunt for their goal? Are they willing to put in the work? And point number one there is they don't truly want it. I mean, if you truly want something, you will do whatever it takes to get it. You set out your stall from the start and you say, okay, I want to achieve this, so I want to lose 1 stone weight, and I'm going to do this, train this amount of times per week, eat this types of food, stay within calories, drink loads of water, keep active outside of training, not to be sitting down all the time. I'm going to go to bed a bit earlier. So you truly want that goal because you've set out a structure and you're adhering to the structure, and that's when you are willing to hunt. You're willing to hunt for the goal that you really want.
That's kind of the point thing. No matter what it is, everybody wants to be successful, but 99% of people aren't willing to put in the hours or put in the work that it takes to require to lose that couple of stone before your wedding, to get into great shape, to be a successful business person or businesswoman. And if you look around you, anyone that you know that is successful, whether it's business, fitness, anything, sports, no one got to a high level or achieved success without putting in the hard work behind the closed doors, without putting in the hours, making sacrifices. So everybody wants the nice lifestyle, they go on all the holidays during the year, but they don't want to put in the hours at the weekend or get up in the morning before work to go to the gym or work on their business or anything like that. So it's about how much are you willing to do to achieve the goals, and is there what's eventually not going to stop you from getting there.
Yeah, and then you have to look at your mindset at that time. If you've got something you want to achieve, what mindset are you actually in at that period of time in your life? If you have, we'll say, a business goal and you aspire to have X amount of money in your bank account by the end of the year, you might be in the right mind space at that particular time to put in them extra hours, number one, that's required to make the hard decisions with relation to your finances on a monthly and weekly basis, and you might have to make some sacrifices. So if your mindset is not there and you're not truly focused on it, and the same goes with a sporting goal or a lifestyle goal, or we'll say something within the gym, your mindset has to be at the right place. If you are thinking of, okay, for instance, we'll use an analogy, so we'll say you want to lose a bit of weight, it's a common thing, and you have got 5 social events coming up in the next few months, and that's stressing you out because you know they're coming and you're trying to achieve this and you're stressing out because of that. It's just your mindset is not fully in that at that period of time, and it might be just a wrong time for that. So a lot of time when people don't achieve something, they all want to eat, but they're not willing to hunt because the mindset is not there. They're not mentally ready to do that and achieve that.
And January is an easy time of the year to be in, like you talk about mindset, to be alright, I'm gonna lose weight or I'm gonna get shredded for the summer, but not willing to give up. I have to go for Valentine's, I have to go out for Easter long weekend, Paddy's Day, I have to go drinking for Paddy's Day, it's a national holiday, or bank holiday weekends or birthdays. They want this goal, but they feel like they have to go out for all these occasions. There's one thing going out, and there's another thing being an Irish person and going out and doing the absolute dog in it week in, week out. So really your actions aren't backing up your words and saying what you want to do. Saying something and doing something is completely different things, and it is that age-old saying, like, so actions do speak louder than words, and you have to be willing to say what you're going to do, to be accountable, and then just going out and doing it and not letting a bank holiday weekend hold you back from where you really want to be in good shape or lose weight for the wedding during the summer or on holidays during the summer.
Yeah, so if you like you were saying, Vinny, if you're going to be that stereotypical type of person that's just going to follow along, you're the sheep, you're going to follow, you're not going to be a leader. Your mindset isn't right anyway there, because you don't truly want the goal, and your mindset isn't there to achieve that goal. So when it comes to nutrition, if it's a body composition goal and you say you have no time to prep food, that is absolute rubbish. Absolute rubbish. It's just a laziness on your part. There's 24 hours in a day. When somebody says to me they can't make the gym, yes, you can make the gym. Even if you can't physically step foot in the gym, you can spend 20 to 30 minutes early morning, late evening, at home doing some form of exercise. So there is no excuses. And then that goes back to this again. Are you willing to hunt? Are you willing to stop building walls in front of yourself and say to yourself, okay, no, I actually can go to the gym. Yes, I can prep my food. I don't have to drink on Paddy's Day. It's very, very simple. You are in control of yourself. It's like last week, people's opinions don't matter. You are the most important person, so you are in control of your thoughts. You are in control of your inside your head. And when we just look at mindset, and this is something we've spoke about in the gym recently with somebody, is maybe sometimes people just need a little bit of help on their mindset. Not from a coach within the gym, but maybe somebody that can sit down with them and understand the mind a bit on a deeper level, and maybe sit down and talk to that person where you need a little bit of outside help, and they might be something that might help you massively and get you in that right headspace, and then you come back to your goal and then you're ready to go. And that's something that's a bit of a taboo subject with people, and it's hard to bring up with people as well, who say, look, I want you maybe to see this counsellor, psychologist, and he's going to help you or she's going to help you, just to get you in the right thought process. So you're thinking properly, thinking logically, you're not downing yourself all the time, you're not always on a negative. Maybe that person can just help you get into the right mindset, so that will bring you to a point of, yeah, and now I'm ready to achieve, now I'm ready to hunt, and I am going to eat.
You're talking about there about exercising and getting the time to exercise or the time to prepare food. I don't pick that up the wrong way, saying that means you have to eat chicken rice out of lunchbox 5 times a day. Doesn't mean you have to eat out of lunchbox all day. You just have to know what you're going to be doing the next day. If you're someone that travels a lot, maybe you're going to have to bring one meal with you, or if you know you're going to be traveling and you know what kind of restaurants are around you or shops that you can go into where you can control your calories, control your intake. Being on the road and traveling a lot for work or having kind of shift work is not an excuse to binge eat and just eat chocolate and stuff like that when you go to a shop. It's about being prepared, having that self-discipline to yourself that, okay, when I go into the shop, no, I'm not going to get a chicken roll here now and a can of Coke. I'm going to go for the salad option, or I'm going to get some good source of protein. So it's committing to yourself to that goal, because at the end of the day, no one's going to get you there by yourself. So you have to be self-disciplined. You have to be committed. There are going to be some obstacles along the way, but preparing for those. What are you going to do when that happens? If there is a very bad day and you do end up eating something you shouldn't have, or overeating, what are you going to do the next day or the 2 days after that that's going to counteract that and bring you back in and keep you on track?
So it comes with a plan as well, guys, and it's like if you look at families and you look at a parent that's planning each day for their kids, they plan, okay, they need to be here this time, they need to here this time, I need to this done, I need this done, and they actually forget about themselves and they forget about the goals that they have, and then you make excuses to yourself saying you don't have time. Yes, you do. You just planned for your kids whole day. Why not just plan for yourself? And like you were saying, Vinny, if you are on the road and your person has a job that's maybe a rep or something, and you're going to be calling to filling stations, you do the research, you plan the route you're going, you know. I mean, we live in the world of social media, we live on the tech world now, where we can search anything in seconds. So if we're going to a hotel in Australia, we can find out what's for breakfast in that hotel. That's what the world we live in, so we need to use this technology to our advantage. So the biggest thing is, with this, you need to look at 3 words. You need to commit to what you're trying to achieve. You need to dedicate time every single day to that goal and plan around that time, what you want to do. And then you need to focus on the goal. You need to focus on the process of getting to the goal. And then you take this analogy and you're going to write down on your journal that we spoke about a couple of weeks ago, everybody wants to hunt, everybody wants to eat, but I am willing to hunt. And you put that down, you write that down, and that's where you're going to achieve something. But when it goes back, we hear so often in the gym, I think, with people, I don't have time. 24 hours in a day, you probably spend how much time on social media, you spend how much time sitting in front of the TV, you spend how much time talking at maybe lunchtime with your friends on a break, when you could be doing something. You could have your lunch and say, you know what, I'm going to do 15 minutes, I'm going to go for a quick walk outside, and I'm going to come back. Simple.
I think the whole thing as well is like, or work gets in the way of training, or school or college, that all gets in the way. If I didn't have to go there, I'd be able to train a lot more. But what are you doing when you're coming home from these places? You've spent an hour on Netflix, or you've spent an hour looking for a new series to watch on Netflix, while you're complaining about the way you look, or the way your life is, or your health and stuff like that. So it's about prioritising what matters most to you and then executing that.
Yeah, and somebody, like we said, with the mindset thing, somebody could come along and help you with that negative mindset that you have, that's negative energy in your body. It's draining energy. Turn that into positive energy. Instead of telling yourself, I can't do something, why not tell yourself you can do something and go and do it? And that's the biggest thing, is that self-talk and telling yourself. So remember guys, this is a really powerful quote, another one that's written in the gym that we look at every single day. It's the biggest quotation in the gym. Everybody wants to eat, but very few are willing to hunt. You put down, I am willing to hunt, and that's the biggest thing. And once you commit, you dedicate yourself to the goal and you focus on the goal, you will achieve. Okay guys, thanks for listening, and I hope you find that informative. Where you find all our information on peakperformancekalari.com. We're on our social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, and we're also on our YouTube channel, Peak Performance Killarney, and our podcast is Reach Your Peak Podcast, where you can catch up with a few guests that we've been speaking to over the last few weeks.